Hi fam, welcome to my channel. My name's Tommy, where I talk about all the best things coming from the world of Web3. In today's video, I'm going to show you some digital comics that are huge grails in the physical comic book world that are available on digital NFTs for most everyday people can afford to go and buy right now. If you like this kind of content, then please consider liking the video to help me reach more people and show my appreciation to the world of YouTube through the algorithm. Thank you. The first comic book I want to talk to you about is Amazing Fantasy 15, which is the first appearance of Spider-Man. So this comic came out in August through VeVe app, and there's 5 different covers you can get. So here they all are. You can get a common, uncommon, rare, ultra rare, and secret rare. The list price was $20 US, and there was 10,000 total editions. I tried to get the drop. Personally, I didn't get it. It sold out straight away. But the magic is in the secondary market, which is here. So there is 123 commons, 53 uncommons, 34, 26 and 28 are the secret rares. So there's still quite a few for sale in the secondary market. If you want to get a common, which is the original copy cover, you're looking at just under 300 gems, which is $300 US. So this one will be $294 US if you want to go and buy it. Bearing in mind the edition numbers on VeVe, there is speculation that the lower mints, the lower edition numbers will become more valuable in the future. Having one that's like got a 0 in front of it, let's see if there is any. So the cheapest one would be $500 to get that, which would be in the top 10% of the 10,000, which could put it as a 9 if comic book collectors are going to look at it that way. I'm not so sure on that. I would personally just go and buy the floor ones for now, but if you've got a lot of capital, then for sure I would go for the lower edition numbers in VeVe app. So the $300 price point for a common. Let's have a look at the secret rare. Secret rare ones, you're looking at like just under $9,500 US, and it soon creeps up like. So looking at the prices of those digital comics makes this one look very expensive, or the digital ones look really, really cheap. You tell me. Amazing Fantasy number 15 sold for a record $3.6 million, and this was last September the 9th, 2021. That is a lot of money compared to the digital comics, and it was a 9.6 grade. So that is a lot of money to be throwing around to buy one comic, where you could come in here and buy, this is a new cover art, for under $1,000, $839, you can go and buy an ultra rare copy, which is a modern day Amazing Fantasy 15 by a new artist. But the cover's really cool because it's very, very similar to the originals. I don't know whether these are going to go up a lot in value, but I do believe they will, but who knows? So Amazing Fantasy 15 is an absolute huge grail in the comic book world, and I just wanted to make everyone aware of the digital copies available whilst they're still available, because if hedge funds come in or VC capital money comes in and just buys them all up, there won't be any available for anyone, which you could easily see that happening in the future. So the second Grail comics is Superman number 1, which is on the DC Palm NFT Studios, which is also a layer 2 to Ethereum. And here are the digital comics with the Superman Legendary is 4,200, the Rare 440, Uncommon 340, Epic 870, and Common 284. So a little bit cheaper than the VeVe ones. The DC ones are slightly different with the comics faded to make them look older. So this one is a 9.8 grade. Their grading is a lot different to VeVe. They don't have the edition numbers, so it's quite interesting. So they've given it a grading of 9.8 and a rarity of 5%. There was only 3,000 of these, all different rarities in total. So 5% is like, what's that? 150 comics. There's only 150 of these ever available. You can buy one for $4,200 US. So looking at the ones for sale, I mean, there's quite a few until it reaches the 10 grand barrier, but you could easily see it blowing past 10,000 and even more. Maybe not into the millions just yet. But the thing is, when we go and have a look at the original Superman comic, Mile High copy of Superman number 1 sells for a record $5.3 million US. Now this was this year on April the 13th, and this was only an 8.0 grade for that comic, where you can go and get the digital version of a 9.8 grade according to DC for 4,200. It makes this one look stupidly expensive, and it makes the digital one look stupidly cheap. So this one far outpaced the previous record of 3.6 million paid for the Amazing Fantasy 15 in September 2021. So what this tells me is that the price of comic books are just generally going up and up and up in the future. We have only just started in the digital age, and the future's got to be bright, and they will certainly follow suit and go up and up and up. That is my theory on it. The comic market has been experiencing record growth of late, evidenced by other multi-million-dollar sales that include 2 copies of Action Comics 1, an 8.5 for $3.25 million, and a 6 for $3.1 3.18, Captain America Comics number 1, a 9.4 grade for 3.212 million, Marvel Comics number 1, 9.2 for 2.4 million, and Batman number 1, a 9.4 for 2.22 million. So they're multi-million dollars people are throwing on these original comics. Why won't they do it on the digital comics in the future? So imagine like down the line when we have some brand new like social media that comes out and it can like show your digital comics to the whole world. So people look at your profile and there's your digital comic that you own. You could easily see this happening on Instagram or Facebook or Meta or whatever comes out in the future. It's like people owning a fancy car, but they lock it in their garage for like 95% of the time and they drive it for like 3 days a year. But they buy that fancy car because they want to show off. People can now show off with a digital comic that's worth millions of dollars and have it on display on the internet on their profile to show everyone as social capital. This is something that I have a massive question on how popular these digital comics are going to be in the future. And I don't know the answers, but I genuinely see a bright future for these digital comics and for NFTs. Like I worked as an NFT advocate for over a year, so like I'm massive into the NFT Web3 space. If you like this kind of content, then please consider subscribing to my channel to help me on my journey, and I will help you with all the knowledge and stuff that I can. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.